Hey there guys, and welcome back to the channel. I do appreciate you being here, clicking on this video and joining in as we talk about some movie news. So in this episode of Review Flicks, we're going to be talking about the ongoing drama surrounding Jonathon Majors. He's now had his day in court and the outcome has now been given. So we're going to dive into all those details right here in this video. So we're going to take a look at this article here that comes to us from comicflicknews.com. So Jonathon Majors receives counselling, sentence, Ant-Man 3 and Loki actor dodges jail time. So he's been very lucky with the outcome of his court trial, dodging that jail time. So former Marvel Cinematic Universe star Jonathon Majors faced sentencing today following his conviction for assault and harassment against ex-girlfriend Grace Jabbari in late 2023. Contrary to expectations, the actor will not be incarcerated. So yeah, one of the potential outcomes was going to be that he could have spent up to a year in jail due to, the domestic abuse nature of the allegations and things that happened. But it looks like he's been very lucky with the outcome and he's dodged that jail time. And yeah, nobody wants to see him go to jail, and he's been lucky in that regard. So the Ant-Man and Wasp, Quantumania and Loki actor was found guilty on 2 misdemeanor counts of harassment and assault. However, he was acquitted on 2 additional charges of intentional assault in the 3rd degree and aggravated harassment in the 2nd degree. This verdict arrives amid speculation fueled by a recent interview on GMA that suggested Majors might face jail time. So, despite the legal outcome, Majors' future in the entertainment industry remains uncertain. His sentencing serves as a reminder of the complexities surrounding the personal lives of public figures and the impacts on their careers. Yeah, I mean, so, in the last few years, obviously we had the Johnny Depp Amber Heard. That was a huge piece of entertainment news, their court case, around abuse allegations. And then we had Jonathon Majors and Grace Jabbari. So, at the end of the day, these actors, even though they're big celebrities, a lot of people put them up on pedestals. They all have personal lives. We all have things go wrong in our personal lives. And we get into confrontations and things happen that are just kind of out of our control. But being in the spotlight, being a famous actor, and having cameras on you near enough 24/7 whenever you're in public. And, it's got to be embarrassing for Jonathon Majors to have this happen, especially as his career was, getting day by day. This guy was increasing in his fame, increasing, in his spotlight. The guy was doing incredible things. And to have his career just come to a grinding halt, all of his advertisers, sponsors, all of his projects cancelled on him. His films were cancelled. His representation dropped him. So for all of this to happen, it's got to be so bad, so demeaning for the guy. And, yeah, it's just a shame that this happened because, as I said, this guy had all the talent in the world. He could have potentially gone on to do who knows what, win an Oscar, do all kinds of crazy things. But can his career kind of recover after what's happened? Only time will tell. But I hope that the fans do allow him to come back into the entertainment industry at some point because the guy is so talented. But that's up for debate. Some people what happened with the case. Some people support him, some people don't support him. So it's kind of a personal matter for each and every individual kind of fan, movie fan out there. So the judge had a wide variety of tools at his disposal at the sentencing, including anger management, community service, other programming, and jail time. If the defendant says anything to piss off the judge or insults the integrity of the judicial system, I could easily see the judge giving him a taste of jail, noted Carrie London, a civil rights and criminal defense attorney at Shulman and Hill. So basically, he was really on the fence with how to behave himself. He had to make sure that he was kept in line when he was at court, make sure he didn't overstep the mark, annoy the judge, because the judge was like this close to giving him jail time. So he narrowly escaped without getting jail time. But even if he was given jail time, he probably would have served out of the 12 months, he probably would have only served 4 or 5 of them anyway for getting out early for good behavior, as, people always seem to do. So, yeah, I don't think he would have served the entire year anyway. But, however, Majors escaped with 1 year of domestic violence counselling, despite an emotional victim impact statement from Jabbari. So, Jabbari says this was the person he got into the domestic dispute with. He is not sorry and has not accepted responsibility. He will do this again. He will hurt another woman. This is a man who believes he's above the law, Jabbari said. I had a career and a life and a body, all of which he's damaged. So yeah, that was a statement that she put out there. And she really feels that this guy is dangerous, that he feels he's above the law, that he's going to continue to hurt people going forward. But only time will tell. Let's hope that Jonathon Majors keeps himself clean. And let's hope that in, 3, 4, 5 years time, the guy can get back into acting. Maybe some production studios out there, when enough time has passed, allow him to be back in their films. And the guy can rebuild his career, because everybody deserves a second chance. Look at Will Smith. He's back in movies now after what happened with him, the famous slap at the Oscars. After enough time has passed, the guy's back. And I think most people have forgiven, what happened. And I hope the same can happen with Jonathon Majors at some point. So, following the news of Jonathon Majors' guilty verdict, Marvel Disney swiftly announced the termination of their association with the actor. Speculation abounds regarding whether the studio had been waiting for the trial's outcome before taking action, with some insiders suggesting that Majors was unlikely to retain his role as Kang regardless of the legal proceedings. There was no way that they were going to allow him to continue playing Kang with this court case hanging above their head. There's already so much controversy going on with Marvel, all their woke stuff and, people really not enjoying what Marvel is putting out recently. And to have one of their major characters going forward, Kang, to have all this drama, domestic abuse allegations surrounding the actor, it would have been so bad. So Marvel had to cut ties ASAP, get rid of the guy, and they had to do damage control instantly. I understand where they were coming from on this one, I really do. So, obviously, we have a picture here of Jonathon Majors in court. In a related development, the next Avengers movie, previously titled The Kang Dynasty, has officially dropped its subtitle and is temporarily referred to as Avengers 5. While the extent of the storyline alterations remain unclear, rumours suggest that Marvel has still plans to feature Kang in a significant capacity, albeit with a potential recasting in the works. Yeah, I mean, you can easily recast that role. I mean, there's no problem. I don't think there would be anybody out there who would care if they cast that role whatsoever. I mean, Kang wasn't a scary villain. Nobody was looking forward to Kang anyway. And I think they should drop the Kang character altogether, in my opinion. But if they're going to recast him, I don't think there's a lot of people out there that will really care all that much. As for Major's career prospects, the path to redemption in Hollywood is not unprecedented. Despite his legal troubles, many stars have successfully revitalized their careers after facing similar challenges. Yeah, like Will Smith, like I was saying, I know it's not quite the same, but I guess it is in a way. Will Smith did assault someone on stage at a live event at the Oscars, and yet his career is coming back to fruition. He's in the new Bad Boys movie, and he's in other movie projects as well. And I think given enough time has passed, and, depending on if you support or don't support Jonathon Majors, I think his career can recuperate in time. But, it's going to take a few years at least to see if that happens. So, as the dust settles on Jonathon Majors' legal ordeal, Marvel's subsequent decision, the future of both the actor and the Marvel Cinematic Universe hangs in the balance. Do you believe Marvel made the right choice in severing ties with Majors? Absolutely. In my opinion, I don't know what you guys think about it, but in my opinion, they had no choice. The amount of drama that's already surrounding Marvel, with everything going on, all of their properties are declining. Marvel, Star Wars, their Disney Plus series, everything's going downhill for Disney and Marvel. And to have Jonathon Majors' legal issues hanging over their head as well, man, it's just something they cannot deal with at the moment. So, are you disappointed by the potential revisions to Avengers 5? And what are your thoughts on the possibility of a new actor stepping into the role of Kang? Like I said, most people don't care about the Kang character. He hasn't been scary. He hasn't been formidable like Thanos was. People just aren't attached to the Kang, the Kang character. If a new actor can come in and bring some ferocity, some kind of edginess, some power kind of structure to the character, then I think people will start to care. And, it could be a silver lining. It could be a chance to revitalize the Kang and the kind of image of Kang that fans have. So it could be a silver lining there. And what are your thoughts on the I already read that. Stepping into a new role. We want to hear from you. Share your opinions in comments below. So yeah, guys, Jonathon Majors, he had his day in court. He was found guilty on 2 charges. And he was given a year of counselling, basically, and dodged that jail time. So he's very, very lucky on that front. But guys, what do you think? Do you think that Jonathon Majors should be given the chance to be able to revitalise his career once enough time has passed? Do you think fans can forgive what's happened with the domestic abuse allegations and the charges that were brought against him? Or do you think the guy should be done, never to be seen again in Hollywood? Whatever your thoughts are, pop them down into the comment section. I cannot wait to hear what you guys have to say about this. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.